and the previous Arizona high school scoring record had stood for over 6 decades. So I drove up to Fredonia, Arizona to uncover the story behind the man who held that record, George McCormick.
Just like the old days.
In 1965, George McCormick proved big record holders can come from small places.
We started the game off as a normal game, and the bookkeeper came over and said, I don't remember how many points, but he's got so many points, why don't you put him back in, see how many he can get.
And I looked over at the bench, and Benny Jordan, our coach, said, "Feed George, he's hot."
Coach was right, as McCormick finished with 75 points to mark a new state scoring record, and the way he got those points was ahead of his time.
I swear he was shooting jump shots from the half, and he shot a lot of them out in here, which would have been three-pointers nowadays.
I was shooting that distance. Once we got past the half-court line, I was ready to shoot.
He was always modest about his record.
He's always been very private, and he doesn't boast. He never has about anything.
There was a lot of people that were like, what? And you would think we're at such a small town that it would have been, something that was known, and he just didn't ever really talk about it.
Adrian Stubbs of Maryvale High School broke his 60-year grip on the record in 2026, but McCormick doesn't mind.
Well, I'm glad that somebody broke it finally. Monkey's off my back, it's on yours now.
McCormick's Fredonia roots run deep. He and Rhea were high school sweethearts, and his grandpa was a town founding father. So the best way for him to give back to the town was through coaching.
What would you say was more special to you, your playing days and that record, or your days as a coach?
Probably my days as a coach. It meant a lot. And we did win one state championship with the boys and 5 with the girls.
To get those titles, he had to fight through location problems.
Closest league game's 250 miles one way.
And population problems.
Because we all fit K through 12 into one school, it's a little bit depressing.
People moving into the area won't come to Fredonia because they don't want their kids in this school, so they're going to Kanab.
Fredonia is a small town, the gateway to the North Rim, with an estimated population of only 1,300 residents and being located roughly 3.5 miles south of the Arizona-Utah state border. 3.5 miles north of the same border is a bigger city, Kanab, Utah, with an estimated population of over 5,000 residents. Despite the two towns only being separated by 7 miles, their trajectories couldn't be more different, as Kanab has been experiencing an economic boom due to tourism, and McCormick's Fredonia has been struggling for resources.
When you start losing all your kids to Kanab, you're going to end up with nothing. That's what's happened.
Although the state of the town and its basketball program has induced sorrow feelings,
It's actually kind of a grieving process to watch the school dwindle, because it's all you've ever known.
there's nowhere else McCormick would rather be.
It changed over time. It's changed, but I'd do it again if I had the choice.
You'd do it all over again and you wouldn't change a thing?
Well, I wouldn't change nothing.
McCormick turns 78 next month and told me he enjoys his days taking care of his cows on his farm and has no plans to ever leave Fredonia.